Lesson 7. Past continuous. While my parents were at work. Andy, 11 years old, Australia. Yesterday afternoon, while my parents were still at work, I was listening to music, singing, and dancing in the living room. In my head, I was performing for thousands of people. They were clapping, cheering, and shouting my name. While I was singing one of my favorite songs, I looked out of the window and saw that someone was watching me. It was my classmate Greg. He was standing in my garden and smiling at me. 15 minutes later, he knocked on the door. I was so embarrassed, but I opened it and let him in. He said that he really enjoyed my performance and asked if he could borrow my skateboard. I agreed and offered him a glass of orange juice. At 6 p.m., when my mom and dad returned home, Greg and I were playing video games together.
Lisa, 17 years old, USA. While my parents were at work last Thursday, I was studying for an important exam. I was writing and printing some notes, and my younger sister Katie was painting her nails in her room. As I was studying, I heard a strange noise. I didn't know where it was coming from, so I quickly stood up and went upstairs. When I entered Katie's room, I saw that she wasn't there. I also noticed that the window was open, so I immediately ran out of the house and began looking for her. While I was walking around the neighborhood, I met Katie's friend Luke. At 7:30 p.m., while we were both still searching for her, my sister called me and said that she was at the cinema. I was so angry at her.
Havel, 13 years old, Slovakia. While my parents were at work on Friday, I was watching a TV show in the living room. My brother Peter was playing basketball with his friends, so I was home alone. While I was making some popcorn in the kitchen, the phone rang. I picked it up, but no one said anything. About 5 minutes later, it rang again, and again, all I heard was silence. 10 minutes later, the phone rang once more. This time, someone said that a strange old man was standing outside the house and watching me. I was scared, but I quietly walked to the door to check if anyone was there. I didn't see or hear anybody, but I was still terrified. When my parents came back home at 7 p.m., I was hiding behind the sofa in my room. They thought that I was crazy,